How's it going, YouTube? Oxy here. I know it's like, whoa, why is your face so close? But, being the holiday season, things are a little more hectic, so, you know, I had to work with what we got. But yeah, you know me, the videos every Tuesdays and Saturdays, and we're keeping that. But anyways, today is more of a chill video, as you can tell. It's just gonna be, what are my thoughts on a potential Manhunt 3? And yeah, so of course recently, I talked about the Bully 2 and all the rumors surrounding it, that it's actually happening. And hey, I for one am excited. As I stated in that video, I did pick it up on I picked it up on sale, with Live Gold, Xbox Live Gold. Of course, I'm not a Game Pass subscriber, being mainly a physical collector. That's not really my thing. But yeah, I picked it up. It was on sale, good price, and I haven't started it because I've been playing Manhunt. Recently just became backwards compatible. It was part of that last batch that Xbox added, and yeah, I mean, I just started, first level, met the reporter, did our first couple kills, and yeah, Starkweather, all that, and I'm enjoying it. But today's video is just, so what would a potential Manhunt 3 be? Would it even work in today's climate, with cancel culture and that sort of thing, where something like this would very much be a big no-no, right? And I guess so. I just want to go over what I would like to see, and at the end, probably a more realistic what we would get. So, with Rockstar, as y'all may know, they never really use the same characters. Now, obviously, like the GTA series, you know, GTA 5, like a perfect example. GTA 4, we had Nico, and then in 5, he's barely mentioned, and we have our boys, Trevor, Franklin, and Michael. And you get that idea of that the previous protagonists were just mentioned, they're never really reused. Same goes for Manhunt. Of course, Manhunt 1, we had James Earl Cash, Jimmy's father from Bully, and Manhunt 2, it was I don't know his name, but it was the guy in the mental institution. And yeah, just Rockstar has that where they never really reuse characters. Don't quote me. Again, I'm not familiar with the series that much, but Red Dead Redemption might be the only one. I know that Red Dead 2 is a prequel, so I'm assuming that it has to use some of the characters, so that might be Rockstar's only franchise that has ever done that. And I guess what I would want is I would want them to bring like James back, because I don't know, just comparing. So I haven't played the games, obviously, if I'm playing it for the first time. But Manhunt was a series that even like younger, like back in high school, I just really love the whole concept. Pigsy, the Cerberus team, Starkweather's personal army, and like all that. Mr.Nasty. I mean, come on, he's on the freaking cover. I guess, for the unaware, this is the true bad guy of the game, and he's never in it. He's essentially the guy pulling the strings. Starkweather he was the director, but this was the financial backer, and you never meet him. And one thing I loved about like Manhunt, for example, so here we got the manual, is that if you can see, it's made to look like an actual catalog, of like, see, Pigsy's greatest hits. And yeah, I just love this sort of thing. So like, here, show you a couple pages of what I mean. We're like, look, it's like we're looking at all these films and their ratings and that sort of thing. And I do believe you do get a yeah, right here, satisfaction guarantee. So I can't really read it, but you can see it says like, Mr. Nasty, and that's him right there. And we never meet him in the game. And for me, what I would want to see in a Manhunt 3, because Manhunt from the start, it's obviously Rockstar's most notorious game. It's banned in a lot of countries, and it's their most controversial, and they're no stranger to that. And I like that about them. I like that they take risk. push the medium forward. And what I would want is for us to reprise our role as James again. Being that Manhunt was always like the bastard child of Rockstar, and how I said I believe they don't ever really reuse characters, maybe just reference them. I would like Manhunt to be the first series that actually reuses characters, because again, it's that one series that like took it farther than the rest. So, and to me, it's the most interesting, engaging, as in the one that can like they can do the most with. So I love to revisit, Carcer City, or hey, it could be a new city. They could tie it more to GTA, and it takes place in San Andreas or Vice City. That'd be, that wouldn't be bad. And yeah, we're playing as James again, and obviously, if you're familiar with Manhunt and like some of the, I don't know how to say it. It's like other media around it. Like they had a website back in the day. It doesn't exist anymore. It's archived, and if you look up the website, which I think is on the back here, yeah, Valiant Entertainment TV, .tv. It's just like a petition for Manhunt 3. But yeah, it was like, if you were familiar with the lore and that stuff, it talks about how at the end of the day, James and like the reporter, you guys didn't really accomplish anything. She gets sent to like an institution because obviously James was put to death at the beginning of the game, and as far as the law and that sort of thing goes, he doesn't exist, right? He's dead. He's off the grid, and and there's like in that website, again in the archive version, there's like audio recordings where the reporter gets interviewed, and she talks about like, she talks about like, what I saw really happened. Like I spoke to James, and they're very dismissive to her, like, oh, it didn't happen. You're the only one that saw him. And essentially what I'm getting at is that I would just really like for them to have James like actually go after Mr. Nasty. Maybe we meet him, see what happens. I mean, obviously Manhunt keeps things very vague, like who was James in his past, and they could explore that. I mean, they could really use a 3. I'll just call it 3 because obviously there was a 2. A Manhunt 3 to really explore who James was in his past, because we do meet some of his family, which, spoiler, for a, 18-year-old game at this point. His family gets killed during the game, the course of the game. But we can meet, I don't know, I mean, hey, they could confirm that, Jimmy is his son. And that's another thing. We could have a whole game with like Jimmy being part of Manhunt, and then James makes an appearance, like a cameo. Like, think it's like Jimmy gets, I don't know, abducted by Mr. Nasty or his goons, and they have James hostage, and he has to go save his dad, and he finds out like, there could be this whole like conflict of like, why did James leave Jimmy, abandon him? And like, Jimmy can come to the realization that his dad's like a serial killer and all that. And like, yeah, I would just really like them to play with that sort of thing. And I bring this up because, again, as I said, Bully 2 is coming, and GTA 6 is possibly right around the corner. I've been seeing 2024 thrown around, from people. And yeah, I'm just excited. I'd love Manhunt to come back, but admittedly, it'd be hard, especially now. I'd imagine that if they try to do something more provocative, it'd probably be adults only. And if you're aware with the rating system, most stores or console, like online stores, do not sell A-rated games. So it would really limit it. I mean, hey, I love it. And at the very least, I would, if they can't do a proper 3, just re-release them. Do a double pack, right? Manhunt 1 and 2, just like they did the GTA trilogy. Just do a double pack. Again, me being on Xbox, Manhunt 2 only ever came out on the PS2, the Wii of all places. And of course, the PC is the uncensored version, the true version of Manhunt 2. So I'd love to, Xbox to finally get it. And yeah, so I know that was just more of a ramble type of video, but again, it's just a discussion. What I would like to see in a Manhunt 3. Yeah, just keep it simple. Yeah, I'd like to continue James's story, bring the reporter back. Of course, you could have new characters, that sort of thing. But yeah, guys, those are just my thoughts. It's a series I care about a lot. Like, I really like it. I respect it for Rockstar did with it, as in, like, it's really them just pushing the boundaries, pushing what is the norm or what is considered okay in video games as an art form, I mean, art is like, doesn't discriminate, right? It's just open, there is no right or wrong. And I absolutely love that about the game. Again, I just started it, so I'll probably do a review at some point. What do I think of it? But yeah, I mean, that was that's really it. Hope you enjoyed. As always, I make new videos every Tuesdays and Saturdays. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good jazz. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys. If you stayed this long, I truly appreciate it. And be on the lookout. Might have some good news coming up about, Rockstar in general and Xbox. And stay tuned, We'll see what comes of it. That's why I wanted to talk about Manhunt, because Rockstar is really having, the wheels are turning with them with this whole Bully 2 thing. And of course, GTA 6 is the big one coming. So we'll see. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. But as always, guys, I've been your host, Oxy. Take care.